Hi, my name is Terry Navarra. Welcome to my video presentation about Immunical. Immunical is the result of over 25 years of research by Dr. Gustavo Buonos and Dr. Patricia Kung-Shavin, whose work at McGill University led them to discover a natural way to optimize our immune system. What they discovered was later refined and brought to market as Immunical. As it makes its way into the United States, more and more physicians and scientists are recognizing Immunical as a breakthrough in the field of integrative medicine, or nutraceuticals. What I'd like to do now is help you to understand the product, but I'm not going to take you through the pages and pages of technical analysis and data and research. But what I do want to help you to do is understand what Immunical is, and that begins with understanding glutathione, what it is, and why it's important to us.
Glutathione is a substance that already exists in your body. It's just that until recently we didn't know how to raise glutathione levels. Now, when I talk about glutathione to a medical convention, for example, I'll put a slide on the wall with 20 or 30 different things that glutathione does inside of your cell. But for most people, if they could remember three things using the acronym AID, then they can really start to understand why this has such a tremendous impact on so many different pathologies. The A stands for antioxidant. The I part stands for the immune system. And finally, D, this area of detoxification.
Okay, so let's review. Glutathione as an antioxidant. Because glutathione is produced naturally in the body, many scientists refer to it as the master antioxidant. In fact, without glutathione, the antioxidants we are familiar with, such as vitamin C and E, wouldn't be able to work properly. But we need antioxidants in order to fight off free radicals, which causes so much damage to our bodies, also known as oxidative stress.
Example of oxidative stress that everybody understands is that if you get a piece of metal and you take the protective coating off a metal, that metal oxidizes. And pretty soon, if you leave that alone, that metal will get rusted and it'll bore a hole right through that metal. Or if you get a brand new apple and you take the peel off that apple, oxidative stress occurs, that apple will turn brown. Well, if you come back a week later, that apple will be a little bit mushier. If you come back a month later, there may not be an apple there. And so that's all mediated by free radical damage, what we call oxidative stress.
And these are very damaging substances which can destroy cell components in a matter of microseconds. So it's very important then that these be quenched or neutralized right away, and this is the role, one of the important roles of glutathione.
Another important role of glutathione is to boost the immune system. Although scientists still have a lot to learn about the immune system, one thing they have come to understand is how to fuel it. And glutathione has been described literally as food for the immune system.
Which I think is the most important development that we've offered to people in their health, their wellness issue, probably since penicillin. So 60 years. And I don't say that lightly, because I think it's very exciting to retool or help the body do its own healing. Because that's almost always, including intensive care, what we're able to offer. We offer support systems until the body heals itself. Now we're providing it with extra building.
Finally, what was the last letter of that acronym? Right, D. Glutathione is a safe, natural, and effective detoxifier. It works in the body to eliminate dangerous heavy metals and toxins and helps support individual cells and organs.
The way it operates as a detoxifier, it links with the poison through an enzyme called conjugase. And when they are linked together, the poison becomes soluble. And if a poison is soluble, it's no longer poison. It leaves the body through the urine. For example, lead, cadmium, and all sorts of carcinogen.
We would raise glutathione levels in an emergency setting in people who are suffering from certain overdoses. And what the glutathione would do in that case is allow the person to get rid of these toxins themselves from their body. Now, I knew that this was good in acetaminophen overdose. But what most people don't understand is that glutathione is also critical for getting rid of heavy metals like mercury, like lead, like pesticides, like herbicides, like the breakdown products of cigarette smoke and automobile exhausts, and a dozen other well-recognized carcinogens in our environment.
By now, you can understand how very important it is that we raise and sustain our glutathione levels. In fact, without glutathione, we couldn't even stay alive. Unfortunately, though, living in today's world can lead to reduced levels of glutathione. You see, glutathione helps to handle the effects of stress and pollution, illness, even aging. That is why it is important that we raise and sustain our glutathione levels. Now, if you're like most people, probably this is the first time you're hearing about glutathione, and you may be surprised to learn that science has known about glutathione and its direct connection to health and wellness for many years. However, until Dr. Bronos discovered Immunical, science has been unsuccessful in effectively raising and sustaining our glutathione levels. Thanks to Dr. Bronos' research, you can safely and effectively raise your glutathione levels with Immunotech's flagship product, Immunical.
The way to raise glutathione is by giving your body the building blocks, or what we call medically precursors, for your body to manufacture glutathione itself. A person at home can take a package of this product, mix it up, and ingest it. And once you eat the Immunical, it enters the digestive tract, it's safely passed into your intestine, and very easily absorbed. Once it's absorbed, it's picked up in the bloodstream, and it's the building blocks or precursors that are traveling through the bloodstream. The important thing about these precursors is that they contain bonded cysteine molecules, the only kind that does the job efficiently. The bonded cysteine then enters the cell, combines with other more common amino acids, and the cell itself starts to manufacture glutathione.
Immunical is a relatively new product, only available to consumers since 1996. However, research into glutathione is not new. As many as 75,000 articles have been written on glutathione and its role as an antioxidant, an immune system booster, and a detoxifier. Finally, more and more scientists and doctors are learning about Immunical and really like what they are learning. Because unlike so many other products in the marketplace, Immunical is the result of over 25 rigorous years of research for any doctor or scientist to study.
We have done research on this product over the number of years. We've subjected it to a high degree of scrutiny from other institutions, other investigators. Other companies, of course, don't subject their products to this. They have a great deal of difficulty in terms of describing the mechanism of action, and a very important part or component of research when you go and meet with these institutions is being able to describe the mechanism, having the scientific research to back up what you say, and this is one thing that Immunotech possesses.
There's so much research and so much material coming out on glutathione that it won't be very long before your doctor is going to be drawing a glutathione level the same way he or she draws a cholesterol level or a sugar level. And people are going to be addressing raising their glutathione levels in the same way that they take vitamin pills every day, in the same way that they brush their teeth every day.
So, was that your first time learning about glutathione? Probably you can remember a time when you didn't know what cholesterol meant, and now cholesterol is a household word. How many times have you asked, "How's your cholesterol?" Well, we can be sure that with the 75,000 articles that are out there on glutathione, it too will become a household word. So how's your glutathione? Be sure to maximize it with Immunical. Thank you for your time. Before you exit this video, please be sure to click on my website above and take advantage of the 40% discount that this site has to offer. And please keep in touch. I'd love to know how you are benefiting with Immunical.